Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the competitive bowling season. Starting off in 2025, as per every year, we have the Team USA Trials. I'll explain a little bit more about what those are in just a second, but this is the kickoff to the competitive bowling season where we have the PBA starting. We have PWBA soon after that. We have a lot of amateur events. We have a ton of awesome competitive high-level bowling that's going to be happening very soon. Now, for the season, our goal on the channel is going to be getting you as much information as humanly possible. That's going to be previews, that's going to be recaps, it's going to be a little bit of everything. So to kick it off, we are going to have a preview of the Team USA Trials happening in Reno, Nevada. Quick reminder, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe, then you get notified first every time that we have a video go up, and then you can stay up to date on all of the high-level bowling news for the 2025 season. So let's kick right off into it. What are the Team USA trials? So in bowling, to make Team USA, and yes, other countries also have their own national teams in bowling, you have a couple different ways of making it. So the main way to do it is to bowl the Team USA trials. This is a multi-day event that makes you bowl on multiple different oil patterns, and then the top X amount of bowlers end up making it to the actual Team USA or to Junior Team USA, because there is a 20 and under junior team for the country. Now let's discuss what the tournament actually is. So Team USA Trials is a tournament that's split into 5 different days. Every single day is a different block of bowling where there is 6 games on that day. So we have 5 days of bowling, 6 games per day for the men's side, 6 games per day for the women's side. Every day is treated as its own tournament. So for day 1, everybody bowls their 6 games and you have your standing sheet first to last place, and then you get points based on where you ended up. So whoever takes first place that day is getting 1 point. Whoever takes second place gets 2 points, so on and so on and so on. Your goal for the event is to have the least amount of points as possible. Whoever has the least amount of points ends up winning the entire tournament. So you have 5 different blocks of that going on where everybody gets seeded, everybody gets points. So the goal isn't to have a massive block and then coast the rest of the way. No, you need to be consistently good every single day of the tournament to really showcase your versatility and your skills as a bowler across the many different oil patterns. Now, this is a very unique event because we have both amateur bowlers, professional bowlers, and youth bowlers all bowling together, competing for one main prize. However, the standings are split up a little bit differently. So professional bowlers are there solely to try to make it to Team USA. So whoever the top X amount of professionals are can make Team USA. They are grouped in with the amateurs in this sense. The amateurs, however, have a separate trophy they're also fighting for. An amateur means, I believe, you haven't bowled on the PBA in a season or you haven't won a title, one or the other. But the amateur side, there is a US Amateur Championship that happens at the end of the event. So that will take the top 3 amateur scores, the top 3 amateur bowlers, put them into a step ladder. So it's the 3 seed versus the 2 seed, and then the winner of that against the 1 seed. And they will be crowned as the US Amateur Champion, and they get an automatic spot on Team USA. And then on the junior end, they are fighting specifically for Junior Team USA, which is a little bit easier to make it on because you have more spots open and there aren't many ways to make it onto Junior Team USA. Onto regular Team USA, they can choose a bunch of professionals to join the team, as they do pretty much every season. Now, with all of this, how many people actually make it to Team USA? So for this event specifically, on the adult side, on the regular Team USA side, the top 4 finishers in points earn automatic bids to Team USA. So they will be Team USA bowlers. They will be bowling for their country. Now, there are also 2 selected players from the field, from the committee, from the Olympic Committee. So they will choose 2 bowlers that did not make those top 4 slots that they want also on Team USA. Now, for Junior Team USA, it's a little bit different, but pretty similar. So there are top 4 finishers in points earn automatic bids to Junior Team USA, and then 4 selected players from the actual tournament get to make it to Junior Team USA. So 4 other bowlers that weren't in the top 4, but the Olympic Committee thought should be on the team will then make it on to Junior Team USA. Now that we've talked about the entire event and what it's going to be looking like, this is one of the more confusing events out there, so bear with us on that. But let's talk about some predictions, some previews, what it's going to look like. So this tournament starts on January 2nd, runs until January 7th. I'm going to list off a couple notable names. I look through the roster field and who's all bowling, and there are some notable ones. There are some former Team USA members, former Junior Team USA members, a couple wild cards in there. So these are the names that I was looking at that I think are really going to be ones to look out for the tournament. So on the men's side, we have some names. We have some professionals in the field. We have Andrew Anderson, new Storm bowler, going to be competing one of his first tournaments as a Storm staffer for Team USA. We have Jake Peters, who's been on the team many times prior. We have the previous winner of the event and multi-time winner of the event, Darren Tang, Vitamin D Tang. You know him on YouTube. He'll be having a ton of awesome content, I'm guessing, from the event. He is on the roster board. A couple other notable names are going to be Spencer Robarge, who's been on junior team, and I believe he made regular team last year, Wichita State bowler, arguably one of the best lefties in the nation. We have Ryan Barnes, who's been absolutely dominating the scene over the last 6 months. He's going to be on the PBA Tour this coming year, recently graduated from Wichita State. Some other names, another big lefty, Cameron Crowe. Lefties are usually pretty good at this event, especially in Reno. The left looks pretty okay. And just because your goal is to get as high of scores as humanly possible for those 6 games, lefties usually have a little bit of a boost where they can average 250 because they won't have to move for a lot of the event because there aren't that many lefties in it. One other name I want to mention is Julia Salinas. Julian was the U.S. Amateur winner last year and is back in the field this year. He was on Junior Team USA, I believe, last year. He might have aged out of Junior Team. I'm not entirely positive. But going on to the women's side, because there is a men and a women portion of this event, we have some really big names that have been PWBA stars. We have Julia Bond, Hope Gramley, Brianna Clemmer. We have Sydney Brummett joining. And then we have a couple other free agents in the field. We have friend of the channel, Maribeth Baker, going down, trying to make junior team. We have a lot of really good bowlers on the women's side also that are going to be trying to make it to those slots. Now, what I will be doing is be watching as much of the event as humanly possible, trying to give you guys what looked good on every pattern, the bowling balls that look good. I'm going to have a few people that are there at Reno giving me a little bit of insight on what the event's going to look like and who's doing well and what's looking good, especially from all of the different companies, because that's always a big thing that we like to focus on the channel. But then after the event, I'll be giving you guys a full recap of all what went down. If you want to watch it, this event will be streamed exclusively on Bowl TV. Bowl TV is USBC's main video provider. So for prices, it is $18.50 a month if you want to get just a monthly deal. Otherwise, it's $138 per year if you want to get a yearly deal. That'll get you access to watch all PBA events, all PWBA events. It'll give you access to any random events like team trials, a couple collegiate events, a couple regionals, things like that. So if you want to watch high-level bowling, this is a good thing to get. This $138 does include the taxes, so this should be the final fee. On the website, it's a little bit weird. It says it's $120 a month, but then in small font, it says plus 15% for transaction fees. So this is the overall price for everything. So if you want to watch the event, I recommend getting a subscription. Otherwise, I will be getting a subscription for you. I won't be able to record any of the content because USBC will take down any videos with it, but I will tell you guys as much as I can from what I watch. So stay tuned to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will have a ton of content from the USA team trials.